USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess is running a little late. She'll be here in a minute. Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day.
Good morning. How y'all feel out there?
It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Feeling good.
Man, I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Breakfast Club, what's happening?
Now, you know what I found yesterday that I was very excited about? Let me know if you remember these. You remember these right here? These sneakers right here?
Shaqs, the Reebok.
Yes, the Reebok
Shaqs.
Pumps Shaquille O'Neal. So I was in storage getting, because I got a zillion and one sneakers. I was a huge sneaker collector. And I got rid of a lot of my sneakers, donated a lot of them. And I found these and I was like, I'm not going to let these go. These are Shaquille O'Neal Shaqs from back in the day. Pump up. And I was so excited like I was a little kid. Like, I'm wearing my pumps tomorrow. So
those and the D Browns.
The D Browns. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't find the D Browns.
D Brown pumps.
Salute to all the sneakerheads out there. All the people that spent way too much money on sneakers and them bright ass colors that you'll never wear again. Yeah, I was one of those. But good morning.
Yeah, the reason that you feel good about that is because it probably took you back to a time.
It did.
When things were all so simple.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You probably remember the first time you remember where you were the first time you even saw those Shaqs sneakers?
Yep. The first time I saw him, I think he was wearing one of them All-Star games. And back then, I think the sneakers were only like $69, $75 or something like that. Now sneakers are $250, too expensive. But
that's why it's amazing to be uncle. Let me tell you something. It's great to be uncle and auntie. Because we got memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't want to die young.
No.
Okay, you want to get older, and so you can have that feeling that you had yesterday when you found them Shaqs.
That's right.
You know, it's good to be able to think back 20 plus years.
Yeah, and you know, we always talk about anxiety, and you shouldn't raise your kids over fear, and we have that conversation. But I ain't gonna front. My daughter's overseas right now, and I FaceTime her every damn near 10 minutes. To the point where
that ain't gonna stop nothing.
She's like, Dad, what? I just spoke to you. I'm like, just making sure you're good, Dad. I'm fine. But yeah,
and the reality of the situation is you can call her every 10 minutes, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless.
You're right.
You doing that to make yourself feel better.
I am.
And in the process, you're disturbing her peace.
I'm sure.
And interrupting her trip.
I'm sure.
So you're being selfish.
So?
Yeah, you need to talk to your therapist a little bit more about that. That's a narcissistic trait, sir.
Well, I'll be fine on the weekend when she's back.
And parental paranoia is a real thing. And you should feel that. That's your heart outside your body.
That's right.
That's a natural thing.
Absolutely. And I'm nervous. She went to Amsterdam yesterday, and she went to the red light district, and she was like, Dad, there's prostitutes in the window. And here's my dumb ass. Take me a picture.
You should be happy she ain't one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
You see your heart looking at the wrong thing.
So yesterday, Jess is watching me, right? Jess is here. What's up, Jess?
Good morning, Jess Hilarious.
And I'm like, my daughter's like, yo, there's prostitutes. What up? Like, take me a picture. She was like, Envy, she can't take no damn picture. I said, what about a video? No, she can't take no video.
And then he was like, ain't no prostitutes. You sound like somebody's old grandfather. So ain't no prostitutes in the window.
Is that stud prostitutes?
What?
I didn't ask.
Why you had to switch to studs?
Yeah, why you said that as soon as Jess walked in? Why you said that when Jess walked in?
That ain't got nothing to do with
Nike
you.
hat.
Okay.
As soon as Jess walked in, there's studs prostitutes.
I just thought about that. Is there like a stud prostitute? You can pay them. You know what I mean? They use their vibrate on you for a discount price.
Do you want one?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just asking. That's something you ain't never seen. Have you ever seen that, a stud prostitute?
No.
Let's discuss. I want to know. Somebody called me and tell me this morning.
You did show me something online, and I never seen a stud like that either. But you showed me.
Oh, the Indian stuff?
I've never seen an Indian
stuff. Hey, yo, shorty,
I've never seen an Indian stuff before. All right, let's get the show cracking. Ashley Allison will be joining us this morning.
Yeah, she's a commentator from CNN who used to work in the Obama-Biden administration and the Biden-Harris campaign. So she'll be up here to update us on some things that's going on in the world.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, quick sports. Looks like Jake and Logan Paul will be fighting each other March 27th. They should be streaming on Mack. They teased it yesterday. Are you guys going to watch that?
Probably, but it's clearly they can't get nobody else to fight them if they already fighting each other.
Or they just want the big payday. But, you know, two brothers really going to fight each other hard?
But that's my point. It's
they
just
white,
like,
yeah.
They're white.
They're white.
Yeah,
like, I feel like it's too early for that. It's like, yo, it feels like Jake Paul can't find nobody to fight. Logan Paul can't find nobody to fight.
Right. Yeah. Well, good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. We'll just fight each other. Yes, good morning, Andy, Charlamagne, and Jess. How y'all feeling this morning? Good?
Good girl.
Good. All right, let's get into it. So the White House is putting a spotlight on actions taken by President Trump in his first week since taking office. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt discussed immigration raids, drones in New Jersey, the federal aid freeze during her first press briefing, which from the perspective of my colleagues, seemed to be quite a mess in that room. Leavitt read out some of the illegal immigrants who have been detained during raids this week. She added Trump will continue to send a loud and clear message when it comes to immigration. Let's hear more from Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on who highlighted the executive actions taken by Trump in his first week.
Since taking the oath of office, President Trump has taken more than 300 executive actions, secured nearly $1 trillion in U.S. investments, deported illegal alien rapists, gang members, and suspected terrorists from our homeland. By using every lever of his federal power, President Trump has sent a loud and clear message to the entire world. America will no longer tolerate illegal immigration.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement has said the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigrants has resulted in over 3,500 arrests. Now, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem joined a raid on yesterday, where she said ICE officers made an arrest in New York. I will talk more about that in the next hour.
I'm waiting to see Trump jump out one of them vans. I know it's coming.
Lord.
The way I'm saying, the way they putting on the show with this, I know Trump about to jump out one of them vans.
So the White House also defended Trump's executive order that aims limit on birthright citizenship. Let's hear those comments from Press Secretary Leavitt.
This administration believes that birthright citizenship is unconstitutional, and that is why President Trump signed that executive order. Illegal immigrants who come to this country and have a child are not subject to the laws of this jurisdiction. We have already appealed the lawsuit that was filed against this administration, and we are prepared to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to.
So the executive order being that Trump signed when he was sworn back into office last week would limit birthright citizenship to children born to at least one parent who is either a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. A federal judge temporarily blocked that order after at least 5 lawsuits have been filed against it. And of course, when the administration was asked about Black History Month, this is what they had to say. Shout out to, well, before I get into that, let me just say shout out to April Ryan, who we call the Dean. She is the longest running Black White House correspondent. And yeah, she asked a question about Black History Month, and here's what Press Secretary Leavitt had to say.
As far as I know, this White House certainly still intends to celebrate, and we will continue to celebrate American history and the contributions that all Americans, regardless of race, religion, or creed, have made to our great country, and America is back.
America is back.
I'm glad April Ryan is still in that room. You know, I saw yesterday how Trump is reinstating 400 media passes, and they're providing new credential passes to non-traditional media like podcasts and bloggers. And I want all media outlets, I think y'all should apply for those press passes to be in that White House press room. I know some of y'all feel like you're protesting or resisting or don't want anything to do with that administration, but I don't feel like Caroline, what's her name, Caroline Leavitt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't feel like she was getting pressed about nothing yesterday. With all the chaos that Trump was doing yesterday, like think about how they used to give Karine Jean-Pierre. She used to be in there fighting for her life.
Right.
So somebody should be in there pressing, pressing the new press secretary.
Press the press secretary.
Yeah.
Well, when speaking about federal aid freeze, Leavitt said it's the responsibility of the Trump administration to be stewards of Americans' tax dollars. The federal aid freeze has been a huge deal, which, again, I'll talk more about in the 7 o'clock hour. But she said that the Department of Government Efficiency and the OBM found that there were to be about 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza, which, of course, there's been a reel back on that, to which she called a preposterous waste of taxpayer money. So that's what the issue, that's where the issue on the pause is focused on, being good stewards of tax dollars. And I don't know if you guys have seen it online, but in Gaza, it seems like they're making balloon condoms or something like that. They're like putting helium in them and making balloon condoms. No.
Well, people still fornicating. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't gonna stop nothing. You know what I mean? The war ain't gonna stop a little sex.
All right, well, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. See you guys around 7, where we'll talk more about the federal freeze.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad, or blessed?
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Nicole from Jersey.
What's up, Nicole from Jersey? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, so this federal freeze is stressing me out. If he's successful, I will lose all 3 of the jobs that I work.
Wow.
Are you gonna? I saw them put out the email yesterday saying that they're offering people a payout to resign, federal workers. You saw that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I
think
can't.
you should. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So
this
it's just I did not vote for this man, and I'm mad at people that did vote for him. Like, I have a friend that voted for him, and I texted her this morning. I was just like, now what am I supposed to do?
What'd she say?
She didn't say anything. She didn't even text me back yet.
Damn. I will say he is ahead. He's ahead of schedule of ruining the economy. Like, I mean, you know, we know this is what Republican presidents do, but he's ahead of schedule. I didn't think it was going to be this soon. I gave it 18 months after inauguration day.
Nah, right away, 8 days. Well, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Nicole.
I'm sorry, Nicole.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay, guys. But thank you guys for what you do.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mama.
you.
Hello, who's this?
It's Armand.
Armand, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the immigration.
Yes, sir.
My sister-in-law, she used to be a labor and delivery nurse, and there's a lot more Asian people coming to this country, leaving their babies here, and nobody's talking about that.
Nah, people
They're talking about the southern border.
Yeah, the Asian immigrants, the Indian immigrants, the African immigrants.
Because, you know, the immigrants in Asia, they can only have like one daughter, so they leave one of their kids here and take the other.
That's all you wanted to say?
So it's like, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. It's a lot more than just the southern border.
Oh, got you.
Thank you, sir. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
What's up? Want to talk to Charlamagne?
Right here, my brother. What's happening?
Hey, my brother. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. But my brother. Hey, stop eating on the air, man.
What I eat?
Oh, man.
I don't know what you ate. You was doing it this morning. You do it about 8 morning, man. I know you gotta eat breakfast and all that, but it's enough segments with breaks so you can drink or do whatever you do. But you be chopping on something every morning.
That was a hard-boiled egg, man.
Hey, whatever it is, man, do it after commercial break, man. I don't want to hear that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I got you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
You know, the listening experience is very important. Yes, you're right.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on? It's Rambo.
Rambo, what's up? Get it off your chest, Rambo.
Just calling out the little nonsense this political guy was talking about this morning, man. I mean, I'm not into the whole political thing, but listening to this morning, and I was so glad that you guys just blew up his spot. Where you like, listen, when you get off this bump train, you can let us know exactly why you got kicked out or why you left.
Oh, you talking about
excuses for all that nonsense.
You talking about Vivek Ramaswamy?
Yeah, come on, man. I mean, he sounded cool, dude, but bro, you just, I mean, again, I'm not into that, but you just kept and slipping and sliding all the questions, like most of them do, and it's crazy. And y'all hit it right on the nose. Even, I'm so sorry, Jess With The Mess, when she came out and said something else, and I was like, bro, they really need to just get off the But again, it all come out soon. But I'm glad y'all just brought it to the surface.
Let him go.
Let him go. All right, brother.
You're right, my brother.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
Pissed off. Hello, who's this?
This is Katie.
Katie, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Good morning. I'm an Uber driver, and I just wanted to talk about the state of this federal freeze. It has a lot of people really upset. It has a lot of people worried. But I just wanted to remind people that as long as you are following what God say, you don't have to worry about anything. I just wanted to point out that because it feels like everybody is so engulfed and distracted by what's going on around the world that they're forgetting that God always gives us an exit. So you just got to be paying attention so you know when your exit is coming. So you know what to do and how to move. Just stay down with God, and He got you.
Queen,
you absolutely. These things are happening.
You are absolutely right. One of my homeboys texted me yesterday, and he was talking about this federal freeze, and I said, man, it's all part of the plan. And he texted me back, he said, it ain't no plan. I said, man, I'm talking about God's divine plan. Yes.
Because while this is happening, people like Philip Anthony Mitchell, who is deep with God, is raising $200,000 and $300,000 and $400,000 for churches. They're moving the hearts of men who weren't signing contracts so that there was a place for people to worship. And then they signed the contract. So anything is possible when you have God. Please, y'all. Please,
right.
Single mothers, I see you out there trying and pushing. Don't forget to feed that word to your children so they don't have the fear that the rest of the world is having right now.
That's right. And I also want to tell our listeners, I don't know if y'all know, but a federal judge temporarily blocked the effort by the Trump administration to pause the federal payments for grants and other programs. So, as far as right now, federal agencies, states, and other organizations that receive money from the federal government will continue to receive funds as of right now.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Yo, good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. What's happening, beautiful Jess?
What's up, baby boy?
Peace, King.
Hey, I just have to give a big congratulations to Taylor Made It. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Like, this is amazing.
What can't you believe, sir? We haven't said anything about it here on the Breakfast Club.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it don't matter. It's out there. We said it on Great Media. It's out there.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just drop the congratulations, big prayers, big ups to you, to your family. You know, I've been watching y'all for years. You know, supported the whole team. You know, just a grateful occasion.
Well, for people listening out there, Taylor, you know, she's one of our producers. She's more than a producer. She does all the imaging on the Breakfast Club. Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly.
Allegedly.
Congratulations to Taylor.
Allegedly.
Taylor.
Okay, if y'all say so.
Taylor is expecting a baby. She's pregnant. So congratulations to our very own Taylor. It's not allegedly.
Congratulations.
You can't say allegedly. She's
why
pregnant.
You still don't believe it? Like,
because I was doing this math in my head, right? 5 months ago.
Yeah, hater.
How old? I think Taylor's about 5. Taylor, you 5 months? 4 months.
Yeah.
I know I gave Taylor drugs in the last 4 months.
That doesn't mean anything.
She gave them to me.
That is true. And now that I think about it, that's right. When I think about it, I gave it to her, and then she said, "Well, I didn't smoke it. I gave it to somebody else."
She never ever did it.
Yeah, well, she don't know if when she got pregnant.
Boy, you stupid.
No, she doesn't know.
To have for somebody to have kids, boy, you dumb.
No, because you don't know when you're pregnant until 30 days later a lot of times, or sometimes 60 days later.
And you let that white man be so happy for her, and you kept saying, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And the white man was like, oh my God, yeah, Taylor, he can't believe it. And you was like, I can't believe it. Like, I'm like, dang.
I still don't believe it.
Because the reveal was with Andrew Schultz.
So Andrew Schultz gave a hug.
He was so happy for her. He almost made me cry. He was so happy.
And what
then Charlamagne sitting in the chair talking about, I don't believe it.
Her daddy don't really believe it either. Her daddy was like, so she says. And I agree with Papa Hayes.
Yo, you was a clown.
Right. Well, congratulations, Taylor.
Allegedly.
You're not going to get no more pies from my mama.
I gave her a card, though. I gave her a nice card that had Rihanna on the front. Rihanna was pregnant. And it said, I'm really happy for you.
And it looked like one of his daughters wrote it. I was like, why are you writing like this?
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got Jess With The Mess coming up?
Yes, A$AP Rocky may be going to prison.
Oh, my God, no.
Yes.
Why you sound so concerned
I don't
over
want
there?
him to go,
Oh my God, yes, no. All right. We'll get to that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, brother. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So, Lauren, is A$AP going to jail?
I don't know. This testimony that just happened yesterday might be a part of the reason that he does, if he does. So yesterday, A$AP Rocky was back in court again, but A$AP Relly, who is the person that said that A$AP Rocky shot him, took the stand, and he had a lot to say. Let's take a listen.
If someone said that the defendant was known to carry a prop gun or fake guns, would that have been knowledge that you personally had?
No. You don't carry fake guns. No.
Did you ever know him to have any guns?
Not to my knowledge. I never physically seen any guns on Rocky.
Okay. What was the first thing that you saw him do with the gun?
Oh, he pointed at me, and then that's when Elijah was like in between, and he's like, "I'll kill you right now." And then I'm right behind Elijah, and I'm saying, "If you brought a gun, use it then." Like, you brought a gun for.
And from what you're describing, was it moving?
Yeah, it was moving. He had it up.
Okay, so he didn't just hold it at your stomach. It was kind of
no. He was looking for a spot to shoot.
I need all of you who take the stand to up your performance. You know what I'm saying? YSL Woody set the bar high. If I was his lawyer, I would have yelled, cut. I need more. I need more, Relly. More.
Nah, it was because it was very like, because he had pointed the gun at me and I was like, then you better shoot it. And the attorney actually doubled back and was like, well, can you make sense of why you would tell him to shoot you? You weren't like basically like you wasn't scared. Yeah, right. Hold on. So let's take a listen to that audio.
As he was pointing it at you, what did he say?
I'll kill you right now.
So what did you say back to him?
I told him to use it.
Why?
Because mentally, like, I couldn't believe he just pulled the gun out on me. So I'm like, you better use that shit. You got a gun for it.
So if a stranger had pulled a gun on you the same way that he did, how do you think you would feel?
Oh, I would try to run.
Do you think you'd respond the same way and say, shoot me?
No. Stranger? No.
But my homeboy, yes, please shoot me.
But that's my thing, though.
He didn't think his boy would shoot him. That's why.
Yeah, but it's like
on the stand, it just sounds crazy.
It does.
Exactly.
Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Because if I'm Rocky's attorney, I'm like, wait, so this man had a real gun with real bullets pointed to you, going from your head to your chest, and you talking about if you got the gun, you might as well pull it. You weren't scared, so this probably was a fake gun.
That's not
because
true.
That's
that can be a response to shock. That can be a shock response, a trauma response.
Not only that,
or he might have watched too many movies.
No, that's not only that. That's his. Well, he thought it was his friend. They grew up since teenagers.
Yeah.
So it's like if a friend of mine pulls out a gun and they mad, I'm like, you ain't shooting me. What you gonna do with that gun?
I've seen people do that to perfect strangers. What you gonna do with that when they pull out the gun?
100%.
What you plan to do with that?
But that also shows me too. Like for me, when I hear somebody, because I know people who've been in that situation. It's like, okay, you pull that out, you better shoot it. But that means. If he doesn't shoot it, there's retaliation of some sort. Normally, that's what that means, right?
I know a rapper that shall remain nameless. That's his story to tell, but he got a gun put on him, and he said, "You look a little nervous with that thing there. You look a little nervous with that thing.
Wow.
I don't think you're ready to use that."
I would have put it right back in my pocket.
Who was the rapper? If y'all already told the story.
I think we might have told that story. But
Envy, you tell story too, is it?
I'm not saying.
Is Rihanna going to court?
So Rihanna is expected to go to court. Rihanna's actually expected to show up today, Wednesday the 29th. And that's going to be a whole thing because first of all, Rihanna's Rihanna, right? But also too, we've been talking about this about how they've been
court is court though.
Yeah.
Even though Rihanna is Rihanna.
But still, when Rihanna walks in a courtroom, the jury is like wowed, in my opinion. And they've been asking the jurors, like, if Rihanna were to come in here, for the people who didn't know her music or said they knew her, how would y'all be able to still do your job? And I don't think nobody's gonna like jump up and fan out or anything like that. But her presence in the courtroom will be a thing, and that's supposed to happen today. And I think a lot of people have been wondering when she's going to make her grand entrance because
her grand entrance sounds
court,
crazy.
Her husband is he may be going to jail.
That's right.
Yeah, but I bet you if Rihanna show up today, all the headlines are going to be about Rihanna being there, what she's wearing, with she's grand entrance. She can't get around it.
One last question: did Relly get shot? Did he get hurt? Did he get injured? Did he get damaged? Did he have to go to the hospital?
The gun. So from what he's saying, that he got grazed. And there was like photos of like the injuries of the grazing.
Relly really don't like Rocky because he going all the way in. He wasn't locked up for a long time.
There were
like,
text messages. There were text messages that came out, and in those and that was over when we were off for the weekend or whatever. But in those text messages, his whole thing is like, yo, you tried to. He said to Rocky, you tried to take me away from my daughter. So he, I think his thing is like, regardless of, I could have not been grazed. And he said if their other friend wasn't there, he don't know what would have happened, right? Because you shoot a gun allegedly. You don't know if it's going to graze a person, going to shoot a person to the point where it's critical. You don't know that.
And why would Rocky not take the deal knowing he's on camera allegedly shooting a gun and the victim took the stand saying he shot the gun? Like, if I'm Rocky, I'm calling my lawyer ASAP to see if that deal is still on the table.
Can we get that deal back? Can we bring that deal back?
That's a big point only because they don't have him on the video shooting it, but you hear the gunshots. And because Relly is on the stand saying Rocky is the one who had the gun, his team... Rocky's team is saying he had a gun, but it wasn't real. But you hear shots, so something was fired.
Oh, I thought he was on video with the gun. I don't know.
He's on video with a gun, but they can't. They're trying to argue the gun isn't a real gun. You get what I'm saying? But it's like still shots of some sorts were fired. So
I bet you Rocky thought Relly wasn't gonna get on the stand and tell on him.
I think so too.
That's what I'm assuming. They grew up with each other,
and that's why I think a lot of people leaned into the coverage of this because it actually happened. Now moving on, somebody else who's like stirring up some stuff right now. I don't even think it was on purpose though. Anthony Mackie, Captain America, he had some comments when he was out.
It wasn't even that serious.
You think so?
No.
Well, let's take a listen to Anthony Mackie because people are taking it very serious.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term America should be one of those representations. It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity, someone who is trustworthy and dependable. This is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true.
Yeah, which is like the American dream. Like, nah, but that's not, like, in real life, for real, Captain America does not represent America. Like, that's just who he is to the other people in the league or whatever. Like, he's there, he's a man of his word. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's loyal, all that. But nah, it ain't America.
You're a big fan.
Yeah, I didn't understand what Anthony Mackie was trying to say at first, but his statement after that made a lot of sense to me because, to Jess's point, he was just pointing out universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to, and he wants people all over the world to embrace the Captain America character, a.k.a. I need the worldwide global box office to be big, not just domestic.
Period. Well, I think okay. So Anthony Mackie, after this video and more recently, had to come out and then re-clarify what he meant because people were upset. He said, "Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is an honor. I have the utmost respect for those who served and have served our country. Cap is a universal characteristic, has universal characteristics that all people all over the world can relate to." But I feel like people were upset because basically, for me, I think that, in my opinion, Anthony Mackie was saying that America doesn't represent those good morals and that good integrity that he's leaning into Captain America having.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
not all the time. Absolutely.
But people don't want to hear that about their America. Black man, shut up.
Question. I know you watch it. You're into it. I don't watch it. I just see commercials. I thought Captain America was white.
Yeah, it was Chris Evans. Me too. At first, he was his man's. Anthony Mackie was his man's because Captain America got tired and was like, "Yo, you can take this on."
That's in the movie. In the comic books, no. In the comic books, there's Steve Rogers, who's white, and there's Sam Wilson, who's black. Sam Wilson used to be Falcon, and then he becomes Captain America.
Oh yeah, so that's what it was.
Bucky Barnes has been Captain America.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm tired."
I just think
there's another black Captain America named Isaiah Bradley.
Anybody in this franchise needs to understand this, especially if you black. You gotta watch what you say, and the people ain't gonna like that, but that's the truth.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to sell it at the worldwide global box office. That's what I think. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
You really think so? Okay.
Yes, I think he was trying to say, like, look, Captain America can relate to people all over the world because Marvel's not doing well. Okay,
yeah,
so they need
flip-flopping over there, and that's the point. And that's what he's trying to say.
For real.
Marvel's not doing well. They need this. They need this to be a hit at the worldwide box office.
Okay, all right. Well, that was Jess with the mess. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then we reported a story yesterday about Big Dank from Detroit. She got denied access to a Lyft. All right, she was trying to get somewhere around Detroit, and the Lyft driver said, "No, you're too big for this car. We're gonna take your phone calls." And
he did not say that.
Yes, he did. He said, "He said, I need 2 cars. Order another car right now."
Big Dick gonna get you.
2 cars for one person is crazy.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious. Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, and Jess. Y'all good? Good to see you.
Peace, Morgan.
Good. All right, so let's get into it. We were talking about it a little bit earlier about this federal freeze on aid. So a judge is temporarily halting President Trump's plan to freeze federal aid. Yesterday, a federal judge granted an administrative stay, pausing Trump's plans to at least through Monday. The freeze was set to take effect on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern and was ordered on domestic and foreign federal aid with Social Security and Medicare not affected. Now, Democrats pushed back with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer saying Donald Trump's administration blatantly disobeys the law by holding up virtually all vital funds that support programs in every community across the country. He lists those programs. Let's hear more from Chuck Schumer.
The Trump administration announced a halt to virtually all federal funds across the country. In an instant, Donald Trump has shut off billions, perhaps trillions of dollars that directly support states, cities, towns, schools, hospitals, small businesses, and most of all, American families. Funds for things like disaster assistance, local law enforcement, rural hospitals, aid to the elderly, food for people in need, all are on the chopping block.
What y'all gonna do about it, Chuck? That's what I be wanting to know. Don't go up there and just tell me all the problems. What are some of the solutions? What are the guardrails that y'all gonna put in place to, slow this down? Chuck?
Yeah,
So, as the press secretary said yesterday, she defended the freeze, saying it's the responsibility of the Trump administration to be stewards of American tax dollars, and saying that the freeze would not impact Social Security, as I mentioned before, Medicare, and direct payments to individuals such as food stamps. So, food stamps still remain. The Trump administration is planning to offer buyouts to federal workers who don't want to return to the office after he's ordered workers to return to the office for 5 days. Now, this deferred resignation would include a severance package of roughly 8 months' pay and benefits. The administration says it expects 5 to 10% of its federal workforce to quit. A senior administration official says that could lead to roughly $1 billion in savings. The buyout offer is set to go through a new system that allows officials the ability to email all federal employees at once, and the resignation period opened on Tuesday and runs through February 6th. So they're giving you some time to decide.
I doubt the payout is something that you can live on for the rest of your life, or even for a long time, a short term. So it's like, why resign? And if the email that I read is correct, they're basically asking you to kind of like pick a side. Basically, like, if you don't like us, if you don't like the Trump administration and what we're doing, then quit.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But I wouldn't quit. No, nope.
Stay at work, y'all.
Yeah, right.
All right, so switching gears, or looking at the other perspective of this, fears of immigration raids coming to Cincinnati public schools is blamed for plummeting attendance. Now, Alade Cruz and Kendra Adamson, they teach at Aiken High School, which is in Ohio. Cincinnati teachers are calling on the board to express support for undocumented children because they're not coming to school because they are afraid of these ICE raids. Let's hear more from them.
Since the current president was inaugurated, about 50% of my students have stopped attending on a daily basis. Families and parents are writing me saying they don't want to send their children to school.
I have seen a sharp decline in the attendance from my students who are usually so eager to learn. In multiple classes, I am missing half of my students, many of whom who have said specifically that they're scared to come to school because of the potential of those raids.
That's real. I saw a teacher say that one of his Mexican students said, "I'll see you tomorrow," and the teacher replied back to the student, "Maybe." I hope so.
Damn it, man.
That's real.
Oh, wow. So they called to expand remote learning for those who aren't in the building or those who don't want to show up. Of course, President Trump has reportedly ordered all ICE field offices to make at least 75 arrests per day of illegal immigrants who have committed violent crimes. But ICE agents say those who aren't those aren't the only people who could be taken into custody and deported. Just the criminals. They're rounding up anybody who is in the country illegally. At first, we were thinking it was just going to be those who were committing crimes, but no, it's just if you are in here and if you are in the country and your status is not up to par or you're not in good standing, then you are eligible for deportation or eligible for at least under this Trump administration. So,
but isn't being in the country illegally a crime? That's a crime under federal law. So they're rounding up people who are committing crimes, and they're rounding up people who are here illegally because that too is a crime.
That is a crime. True. All right. So just really quickly wrapping up, putting a bow on this thing. Google says it will change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America in Google Maps. The company made the announcement on Monday, saying it's just waiting on the info to be updated in the U.S. Geographic Names System after President Trump changed the name last week. The company will also change Mount Denali in Alaska to Mount McKinley, per the president's order. Former President Obama changed the name of North America's highest peak in 2015. Users in other countries will see both names on the map. So they will see Mount Denali and Mount McKinley, and they will see the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of America if looking at the map from outside of the United States.
If we ever get another president in my lifetime, I am going to demand so much from them goddamn presidents. Oh my God, I don't want to hear any excuses anymore. This man, Donald Trump, has showed us what a president can do when they simply just want to do it. Okay? And Jon Stewart said something on Daily Show this week that's real. He was just like, Democrats, get it together so that same power that Trump has, we can give it to you, but you got to actually do something with it. I'm demanding, if we ever get another president in my lifetime, I'm demanding so much from them damn presidents. So this man this is
he does what he wants.
This is unbelievable.
He does what he said. He said he was going to do.
He gonna be on Mount Rushmore before it's all over.
He gonna put himself on.
He gonna put himself on Mount Rushmore.
I think so.
He might just get his own.
Okay. Hold on now. They already started it. Posting Let's Get Carving. Tampa Bay area Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna announced that she's officially introducing legislation to add President Trump to Mount Rushmore.
See?
She says his remarkable accomplishments for our country and the success he will continue to deliver deserves the highest recognition and honor on this iconic national monument.
Don't ever tell me what you can't do anymore as an elected official, okay? I don't want to hear a president tell me what they can't do at all, ever again.
They're going to make it orange color and everything, boys.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, thank you, Morgan.
All right, thank you guys. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Have a good one.
All right, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. We did this story yesterday in Jess With The Mess. We were talking about this young lady who Lyft refused to take her because the Lyft driver said she was overweight. Do we have the audio?
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space, Mom. My car is small.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in the car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size. So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
Salute to the Lyft driver, man.
The Lyft driver said I got tired tires. What is a tired tire?
Y'all hate honest people, man. Salute to that
right.
man. Okay, and you said the Lyft driver said she was overweight, like he made that up or something. Okay, like, all right, and he ain't say she was overweight. She is overweight, and he was just stating obvious.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. Let's go to Breakfast Club Court. Was the Lyft driver right, or the young lady who's a rapper from Detroit? Her name is Dank, right? Big Dank?
Her name better be Big Dank. Okay, what the hell are you? Damn sure ain't gonna be Little Dank. It ain't gonna be Baby Dank. All right. Okay, need to be Heavy Dank. Heavy D.
Jesus Christ. Yes, her name is Big Dank.
She from Detroit?
She's from Detroit. What up,
Detroit
Joe?
about to be heavy on the phone line.
Stop it, man. 800-585-1051. Let's go to Breakfast Club Court. Was the Lyft driver right, who said his tires were tired, or Big Dank, who says...
I don't think this is a right or wrong situation, but we'll discuss.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Right now, we're in Breakfast Club Court. Now, this conversation comes from Jess With The Mess yesterday. It's about a rapper, Big Dank, who was a female rapper from Detroit. She ordered a Lyft, and the Lyft said she was too big. Let's listen.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space, Mom. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in the car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size. So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
Well, she responded to the Lyft driver with this.
First of all, let's touch bases on the big in the back that got something to say about me. I'm seeing the Tagoe walk. Is you cool? Like, you only like one burger away from being my size. Like, y'all tell me, stop calling yourself a BBW, because you not. Other BBWs don't put other BBWs down. I never contacted Lyft. Then y'all talking about, oh, she posted a video for clout. I am the clout. I've been doing it for a long time. I posted this video because y'all got us up. Y'all always trying to put big people in a category. Y'all want us to be in a house, miserable, bored. I am a big person advocate, and I'm not the only person that they did that to. I'm just the only person that's gonna stand up. Why the y'all have an option on the app that say, are you of size, or so that we can send you a bigger car? So that's humiliating.
No, it's not humiliating. It's
you
real life.
You made the video. It's humiliating.
Well, they don't have a big section in the app, right? But they have Uber XL, or the sound so crazy. The bigger cars that you can ride in.
XL.
Right.
I am a notorious fat shamer.
We know.
Some will even call me a bigot of big backs. So I have to put my prejudice aside to answer this question. But I have to side with the Lyft driver. I respect him for being honest, and I think Big Dank's feelings are hurt. That's why she's making such a big deal about this. Because the reality is, when you are a certain size, the world is not designed for you. And I don't care if it's a plane, a ride share service, a ride at Universal Studios. they're going to tell you that you're too big for said ride if you are too big for said ride. I don't see the problem there.
Jess, who you siding with?
I'm siding with the Uber driver. I said it yesterday. Look, she made more attention come to her, and I think she mad because people coming at her. I don't even think she mad about, like, that happened to her before. Somebody done pulled up and pulled off before. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the first time this happened. You made it big and you didn't like the feedback that you got from it. So that's what happened. She's mad at that. And now it's I got to stand up for all big people, and y'all put us in the category. Y'all too big for all y'all to fit in one category anyway.
And we do put them in the category. And guess what that category is?
What?
XXXL. That's why they have categories.
It's not 3 X's, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
It ain't. No, but that's what buses are for. I feel
my
like,
goodness.
you know,
Jesus Christ.
No, it's no XXXL truck. That's where the buses
now you want them to call an ambulance to pick her up. Come on now.
Well,
and we're acting like there's not things for big people. Lane Bryant exists.
Well, the problem is, Jesus Christ. The problem is not the Lyft driver, right? Because I'm not mad at that. I'm mad that she picked the wrong car.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot, like, I'm a family of 6 or 8 when I go out with my whole family.
And so is she.
I can't get the small Hyundai. I got to get the big XL. I got to know what I'm driving in. And she should have ordered the bigger car.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of having sizes? They got size 16s for a reason. You can go to Shein right now. The largest clothing size they got is 5XL. Some people get mad at that because they are bigger than that.
How do you know that?
Because I Googled it and researched it for this topic. Okay? All right? Because I'm not trying to sit here and I'm not trying to shame big people. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just simply telling you that there are sizes and categories for a reason. And there's nowhere that this young lady is going to go, or anybody her size, where somebody is not going to tell her, ma'am, you too big for this ride.
She know that. She said she's been doing this for a long time, and I believe that's what she meant, being big.
Jesus, all right.
Shein has a wide range of sizes.
Yes, they do.
Okay?
Yes, they do.
Heavy emphasis on wide.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. A lot of people on the lines. We have Drew on the line. Now, Drew, it says that you are a chubby girl yourself, and you side with the Uber driver.
Yes, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't want... And because I got a little Hyundai, and I just don't want my car to get tore up because I have somebody who's 400, 500 pounds in my car.
What do you drive on a regular basis?
I'm in my little Hyundai right now.
God damn, you know you need an SUV.
What? How much do you weigh?
I'm like around 230.
Boy, that poor Hyundai.
Man.
But it's hers, my Hyundai cool.
Hey, yo, it's hers, though. It's used to it.
That's right.
She said Hyundai clean.
230 ain't that big, though. How tall are you?
I'm about like 5'3".
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
So look, right?
You-
So
you-
5'3" and 230 plus big dank. Nah, nobody doing that in the little Hyundai.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
You an offensive lineman in the 7th grade from Texas.
You a
5'3", 230.
Goodbye, Drew.
Jesus, a good prospect. All right. We're going to the league.
We have Courtney on the line. Courtney, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Courtney, who do you feel? Who are you siding with? Are you siding with the Uber driver or Big Dank, who was just trying to get around the
Lyft
trip?
driver. Stop
the
putting
Lyft driver. I'm
smut on
sorry.
Uber name.
I'm sorry.
As a Lyft driver myself, I'm siding with the Lyft driver all the way. My car, my rules. There's a weight restriction on a lot of things. Even when you riding on the airplane, they make you pay for 2 seats if you're above a certain weight.
That's right. That's right.
That man don't want to have issues with his car, and I don't blame him. I'm the same way. If you don't like my rules, then don't ride in my car. I don't care what Lyft say. Lyft don't pay for this car.
But there's no Lyft rules about passengers' weight. There's about luggage weight, but not about passengers' weight.
You're absolutely correct. But again, you can refuse a service, and what I don't understand about the driver is he could have canceled the ride simply. He didn't even have to have an interaction with her. When he pulled up and he realized she was bigger than what he wanted to ride in his car, he could have clicked cancel and drove off.
Let me ask you a question, too. As a Lyft driver, aren't you responsible for what you put in your car? Meaning, like, if you put something in your car that you know could potentially cause some harm or cause the car to, I don't know, wreck or something. Yeah, don't you have the right to say no? For the safety?
I feel like you have the right to say no. I mean, safety-wise, definitely. There is a responsibility that lies with a passenger. You know, if they spill something or make a mess in your car, you can do a report if you take pictures. But like I said, it's my car and it's my rules. If I feel uncomfortable with a situation, when I roll up, if I don't like something about it, I'm going to hit cancel and drive off. What can you do?
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Mama. We got Joe on the line. Joe, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Joe. Now, if you're just joining us, we're asking, do you side with the Lyft driver or Big Dank, the young lady that she couldn't get in the Lyft driver? Well, the Lyft wouldn't take her.
I have to side with the Lyft driver because she knows better, man. They know better. I used to drive Lyft 10 years ago, and I'll tell you something. One guy, he had to be at least about 400 or 500 pounds. He was hiding behind the building. As soon as I pulled up, he come from around the building, and I almost took him, and I say, nah, I said, I'm not gonna do it. I canceled the ride, pulled off, and I almost turned around and went to tell him, now you know damn well you too big to be trying to get in this small ass car.
If I was Lyft, I'd put a new category on called forklift. And that's for people who weigh a certain size.
Right.
Forget all that Uber XL. The forklift.
Hello, who's this?
It's Portia.
Hey, Portia, good morning. We're in Breakfast Club Court right now. Are you siding with the Lyft driver or the young lady, Big Dank?
I'm siding with the Lyft driver all the way. Big Dink is out of her mind.
Yeah.
Why?
She knew, though. She knew.
Big Dink ain't diet. I watched 600 pounds. Them people be in the trunk. She thought she was going to ride and wear it.
That's right.
She probably couldn't even fit in the subway. Big Dink got to rethink that because I saw a video when she was on stage and them knees collapsed. That's how she was going to do my man's shock. She wrong for that.
Hold on, you said the stage collapsed? You saw her on stage and the stage collapsed?
No, she collapsed on stage. Yo, not
God damn. I was like, what?
She had bad knees. She didn't have good knees, and she thought she was doing a thing. And she passed on stage, and that's how she was gonna do my man's car. Everybody want a payday, and it ain't what's up.
And by the way, airline gonna tell her the same damn thing.
Yeah, remember they told Sheila that, and why did I get married?
That's what I'm saying. The airline gonna see her coming and be like, baby, you need to be flying cargo.
Not under the plane.
Yes.
She got me under
Jesus Christ. 800.
with the big suitcases.
585-1051. We're in Breakfast Club Court right now. Are you siding with the Lyft driver or Big Dank? Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking. We're in Breakfast Club Court right now. Now, if you haven't heard, Big Dank is a female rapper out of Detroit. She called the Uber, and the Uber turned her down, said she was too big. Let's listen.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel it. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in the car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size. So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired.
Well, then Big Dank responded with this.
First of all, let's touch bases on the big in the back that got something to say about me. I'm seeing a Tagoe walk. Is you cold? Like you only like one burger away from being my size. Like y'all got me up. Stop calling yourself a BBW, cause you not. Other BBWs don't put other BBWs down. I never contacted Lyft. Then y'all talking about, she posted a video for clout. I am the clout. I've been doing it for a long time. I posted this video because y'all got us up. Y'all always trying to put big people in a category. Y'all want us to be in a house, miserable, bored. I am a big person advocate, and I'm not the only person that they did that to. I'm just the only person that's gonna stand up. Why the y'all don't have an option on the app that say, are you of size, or so that we can send you a bigger car? So that's humiliating.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? And as we say this, I see Big Mack.
It's mid-sized Mack.
Yeah,
he used to be Big Mack.
No more.
I'm still big.
Okay.
You are still big.
You look so sad now that you like just large.
But you are losing a lot of weight. Congratulations.
Yeah, I love it.
Cocaine. It helps.
I love
don't say that. People
do what you got to do. I'm not judging. Who you side with, Mac? Seriously.
I'm super side.
What?
You said what side?
No,
Yes.
not super size. We're asking side between Big Dank and the
Lyft. You know I gotta stand with my. They should have. The Uber should have seen.
It was Lyft.
Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, whatever it is. They should have saw her and ordered the XXL for her.
No, she should have ordered the XXL for herself.
No, sometimes we ain't got the money for that. I've squeezed into Prius. I've squeezed into the little cars. You just got to think then.
And what did the driver say when you got in?
And how did you get out?
I had to tip him. Pause. A little extra. I felt bad.
I think you should pay for 3 people. Like
No,
that's
no.
a pool. This is an Uber
Right?
pool.
Yeah, it is.
If you're a certain size, you're a pool by yourself.
Pool yourself.
That's right.
No, they just in real life, all they got to do is they got to move the front seat up a little bit so then you can turn to the side so that your body is this way, so you'll have more room.
So now I gotta be uncomfortable because you too big.
You in the driver's seat, the passenger seat got to move up. You move
It
it up.
don't go up
and
that
push the
far,
seat.
brother. It don't go up that far.
Listen, I've lived this life. Y'all are outsiders watching.
All right, what kind of car do you drive?
Do I drive?
Yes.
I got an SUV. I had to. I got an SUV.
What kind?
Exactly.
What kind?
I got a Kia, a Telluride.
Like the one the hamsters drive?
No. Hell no.
You a big ass hamster?
drive. I can't stand it.
Hey, yo.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Y'all crazy.
You're a
Hello,
heavy
who's
hamster.
this?
Heavy on the ham.
Hello,
J.A. from India.
J.A. Who are you signing with? The Lyft driver or Big Dank, brother?
I'm signed with Big Dang.
Why?
I think it's a skinny slope, no pun intended, that people got to be very careful when they start discriminating. Because as a former fat shamer, and I've evolved and grown and matured, they got to recognize that once you start discriminating against weight, what's going to stop somebody was saying, hey, I don't pick up blacks. I don't pick up because of your gender or because of how you're dressed. So when you start doing that, even though it doesn't seem like it's the same thing, what's going to stop them from discriminating against everything else?
All right, so I want to here go the Big Back Brigade with their pitchforks and their protest signs.
Yes.
And guess what Charlamagne is about to say?
What?
Being black is not a choice. Being your gender is not a choice. Okay, being 500, 600 pounds, that's a choice. Now there might have been circumstances that caused you to get to that weight, but staying at that weight is on you.
Yeah. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Cash.
Hey, Cash. Good morning. Are you sided with Big Dank or the Lyft driver, mama?
Big Dank all the way.
Why?
Cause she big.
Because, well, Charlamagne, you know you don't like big people.
That
so
is not true.
He don't like
That
no
is
big
not
people.
true.
You can't stand big people. It's been years and years.
That's
but
right.
Here's why I say it. When you use your personal vehicle for a corporation as big as Lyft, you have to follow their rules.
Right.
Lyft is a corporation, and they've already released a statement saying that they condemn all forms of discrimination. You can't tell this woman that she's too big to get in your car unless it's written somewhere in the app saying the driver reserves the right to say that you can't get in because of your weight. That's not going to happen. So she's going to get paid. And the fact that it's picking up this steam just makes her case even better.
Well, if she gets paid, salute to her. But let me ask you a question. Imagine you in the Caribbean, right? You in the Caribbean, and like you doing a little island hopping, and you know how they got them little ass planes, like them little planes that only fly,
planes that go from
little
island to
propeller
island,
plane. If the person on the propeller plane see you coming and you 500-600 pounds, and they be like, look, we can't allow you to get on because you're too heavy.
Right.
Is that plane? Is he wrong?
Charlamagne, you're changing the goalpost because when it's a weight issue, you being in the air, the plane could have a problem because they have weight limits. We're talking about a little Mercedes that he's driving up the street.
Cars have
that
weight
car
limits
was not
too.
going to fall out of the sky.
But it can drag.
He would just have to put more air in the tires, maybe. But if you take the emotion out of it, no, really, if you take the emotion out of it, it's black and white.
No, but Cash,
He's driving for a corporation. You can't just make up your own rules.
I agree with you, but I want y'all to take the emotion out of it too and just look at this person. He wasn't being a big back bigot, a bigot of big backs.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. He was just simply thinking to himself, man, I don't know if I put this woman in my car, it might mess my tires up, might mess my shocks up, might mess my suspension up.
Yeah, he didn't sound like a mean guy, like he was
Not
trying
at
to
all.
be nasty. He was just like, look, I can't.
Well,
He was like, it's
if
going to
you're
my
so worried
tires.
about your car, don't drive it for a car sharing service.
People
That's like
not
driving a
usually
taxi and getting mad because you only want certain things in your taxi car. No, you're driving people around.
Thank you, Cash.
Right. Listen, and by the way, I don't hate big people
Yeah,
at all. I just
you do.
love fat jokes. There's a difference.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a difference.
Whatever.
No, there really is. There's a difference. I don't have a problem with big people in no way, shape, or form. I just like fat jokes.
See, but
Okay.
the problem is that
It's
man
just
knows his car, right? We've been in Ubers before. We've been in taxi cabs where it feels like it's going to break down, right? We've been in those type of vehicles. So if he knows his car can't handle it and said, I can't put her in there because it's going to be a problem
That's
on
basically
this road.
what he said.
He said, just call another car.
My tires are tired. My axle crooked. Like, so it's gonna break. You know what I'm saying? He already was telling them.
My tires are tied as
and
wow.
We got to stop acting like everything is discrimination, right? Sometimes things are just a matter of comfort. If I'm sitting on a plane and you see the big person walk on the plane, you thinking to yourself, please don't have this person sitting next to me. Not because the person is fat, but because you know that you're going to be uncomfortable.
Exactly. Just like saying somebody with a baby. Or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, please don't, because this baby going to be screaming.
That's right.
It's all about my preference and how comfortable I want to be.
That's facts. But even on a plane, you know they do sometimes. They put people on other sides of the plane depending on weight, right? You know that. I don't know if you ever seen that before. They be like, excuse me, we need you to sit on this side of the plane because they got.
I ain't never seen that.
Right, that's on Spirit. They
that
be
would
doing
scare the
that
hell
on
out of me.
Spirit.
I ain't never see that.
All right.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just never see that. And also, when you get to the airport, they weigh your bag for a reason.
Yep.
They want to know how heavy your bag is. So if you think
they don't weigh you though,
because they can't. They want to. Trust me, they want to. They've been wanting to do this forever, but because of people like this woman that want to make a scene about everything, okay, now when the plane crash, whose fault is it?
Jesus. All right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Salute to Big Dank though. God bless you.
Salute to Big Dank.
You should be putting out some music if you're a rapper. Like you supposed to be using this moment to put out music.
We should have brought Big Dank up here to talk about it.
Hip hop, everything is really happy.
We really should have brought Big Dank up here to talk about it.
Not at all. This crazy. She about to make a couple videos about us too.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with that though. If this leads to her rap career taking off or her getting, that's what I'm saying. If you're getting all this attention, turn it into something. You a rapper, like make
and maybe that is the goal.
Yes, this could be your big break. Like you
about to blow up.
And you're gonna be living large.
Hey yo! All right, come on, yo, go to commercial. Yo, this crazy.
We got Jess With The Mess coming up, man. What we talking about?
Yes, we got some big rumors coming
y'all
up.
play too much. Y'all play too much. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It make no sense for a grown ass man to be losing his mind to this record the way NB was.
Yo, it's a banger. Though. Stop playing.
Yeah, for you to shake your ass. Why is he over there doing that?
He a DJ,
I am not
yo.
shaking my ass.
Shaking his ass, yo.
What was he doing
shaking
then?
his back.
I walked in the room. He just over there going. I'm like, God damn, what the hell wrong with this boy?
The record is dope.
DJ.
It is a dope record, but you got a son.
A few of them.
I thought Trump stopped all this. Didn't Trump sign an executive order? Didn't Trump sign an executive order to stop this?
Oh my goodness!
Can't stop this?
No, we didn't stop this. This is rap.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was talking about the gay stuff. I thought, you gonna learn.
That means you gotta be straight too.
I am.
I mean, you gotta.
No, you're not straight. You see, he put a little pinky up, put a little T up.
I'm just here for the games.
Just here for the game. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. That was Fat the Baby. All right. Well, we time. All right.
Salute to the good sister Anita Kopax, man. She put out a book, The Wind on Her Tongue. It is book 2 of the Daughter of Three Waters trilogy. It is available everywhere you purchase books now.
That's what's up.
Came out on my book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing, with Simon & Schuster, man. So salute to Anita.
Yo, and then also look, I got into, I ain't gonna lie, I got into like Wags last night, right?
You watched it?
And I don't like it.
Mean Girls.
I'm not. Yeah, look, man, I'm telling you right now.
You are a Zeus connoisseur. How you don't like Wags?
You know, no. For one, Netflix. Yeah, I'm surprised that they did that. The age spectrum is way too wide. They just threw Kodak baby mother in there. She 22. Like
and the rest of the
MJ
girls are a lot
belong
older,
on
yeah.
like The Impact or Love and Hip Hop or something like that. Sherelle Ocho, you can tell she watched a lot of Evelyn Lozada. She watched a lot of Basketball Wives.
Oh, because
that
she act like
boy.
her?
Yes,
that's a little weird.
And yeah, that's very much weird. Like, yo, she's too old to act like that to tell Rick Ross' baby mother. You'll say, I don't think I want to hang with you because you did a sex tape.
I know people are mad at it.
She said that?
And then how everybody
the audio yesterday.
And then hold up, be quiet. How everybody a real estate agent? How everybody?
Because a lot of the wags do that.
Come on, yo. How everybody sell houses? Even Kodak baby mother, 22.
I need to see the license. What the license?
And how many houses have you sold? And how many? Like, come on, everybody.
Prove to me that you're a real estate agent.
And y'all meeting up at these brunches and y'all fighting up. Anyway, let's get to the
supposed to be the
Jess With The Mess.
lifestyle.
Let's get to it. The news is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
But you watched it, Jess. You did watch it.
I did watch it.
And you liked it because you sent voice notes.
Yes,
that mean you liked it.
Lauren, no, that don't mean I liked it. What did the voice note say? A whole
You
bunch
didn't
of
like
things
it,
that I
but it
didn't
got
like.
you
I only
going.
like one person on there, and that's Amar Stoudemire's ex-wife. That's her.
The voice note should have said. The voice note should have said, "Lauren, your shoulders are ashy." Okay,
First of all,
you're gonna be on camera tomorrow. Don't come in here with your ashy shoulders out.
And she got both of them out
Exactly.
today.
The only thing ashy here is that bald head and them lips. So let's not. Okay.
But what I didn't watch was the Diddy documentary.
Oh, they dropped
I
3
didn't.
episodes last night.
They did. And I know you was on it.
Yeah, it's more. They got more. So yeah, they dropped 3 episodes last night. And I told y'all we were gonna leave it alone, but it was some stuff in these couple episodes. So first things first, right? They have a bunch of people. This is like where everybody realizes, like, oh my God, he's such a horrible person, allegedly. So they have an ex-girlfriend of his. Her name is Kat Payson. I think I'm saying her name right, Kat Payson. And she talks about a moment on a boat when they were dating where the R. Kelly stuff was happening back in 2019. And they're watching it together and his response to that. And it made her like wake up. Let's take a listen.
I remember one time, it was the beginning of 2019, and we were in the Bahamas on a yacht, and the R. Kelly documentary had come out. He came into the room to watch a little bit. He's walking out of the room and he says, "There's a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us," and then walks out the door. And I remember being like, what? There is not a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us, but I wasn't absorbing really the severity of that statement until later.
That's crazy.
What you looking at, ashy lips? Charlamagne, what? What's your thoughts?
I'm just sitting there trying to figure out what the hell did he mean by that. I'm sure that's what we're all thinking.
No,
Okay.
so she says that in that moment, I mean, she mentioned it, but she goes on and the doctor basically say, like, now looking back at that, she's like, whoa, right? So then there is a ex-assistant of his that is...
R. Kelly might have really... Never mind. I'm about to say something crazy.
Don't.
I was just going to say R. Kelly...
Leave it alone.
I know, it's right there, too. It want to come out so bad.
Hold on. What? We gonna
There
leave it.
really might be a little bit of R. Kelly and Diddy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but he said everybody. Just because he and him, don't try to put it on all of us.
Yeah, black people like when we say y'all. I am not y'all. Now, before I go to the ex-executive assistant, I want y'all to listen to, you had talked about victims being involved. And Little Rodney, the producer who said that he worked with Diddy and all this stuff happened, he was in the first couple episodes, but he didn't really say too much. This third documentary episode,
Let's hear it.
Oh, he dropped a lot of tea. Let's take a listen to Lil Rod.
We were at Puffy's Los Angeles house working in the studio. He says, "I want to work in my bathroom. Everybody bring everything." So we break down the studio, get the instruments, and go to his bathroom as usual. And he strips himself in front of us and jumps right into the shower. But he's looking directly at me. You know what I mean? I found myself getting a pat on my butt. Felt uncomfortable and still feels uncomfortable.
What?
Y'all okay?
He got
He did that in the shower?
Yeah, so he said, Puff's creative juices seem to flow better
Don't
in the
say
shower,
creative
allegedly.
juices. Don't say creative juices.
And so he said, yo, come and do the setup in the shower. It was a mobile setup. They broke down, set back up in the shower. And, the steam and the things were flowing, as well as the music. And Puff's eyes, they locked eyes and right at him the whole time.
How you patting the butt from the shower, though?
That's what I just said.
No, that was
I don't
somebody
know.
else.
It had to be somebody else,
okay,
or maybe
okay.
it was a time lapse and things just happened fast because that was a
Gotcha,
lot to
gotcha.
take in. You know what I mean? Like you watching this grown man shower.
But so
Don't say
this
but.
is
Don't say but.
This is right. Okay. However,
comma.
this is supposed to. He's on the documentary and he's like we are. This is sad. Like this is like whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Was he high or was he drunk?
Who? Lil Rod.
Lil Rod.
So he said he says that in that moment, no, but he does talk about times though where because he talked about this in a lawsuit too, where he feels like or alleges he was drugged because he woke up with a sex worker in his bed and couldn't really understand what happened.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about before we get there, because when you felt the pat on your butt and you went in the bathroom, and you
I don't understand why he would go in the bathroom either.
You could be like,
no,
yo, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm not in the bathroom.
Yeah, if they say, yo, bring everything in the bathroom to produce, I'm be like, nah, I'm not doing that.
And niggas, then people skipping over the fact that he said as usual. Like this was something usual Diddy did. Come on, y'all, record me, take a shower.
But you can see where the manipulation may come into play. Because what if Diddy tell you, this is how I made 112 album, or this is how I made Faith Evans album? Like, what if he's really gassing these kids and telling him this is how I made all of this great music?
That can happen.
You call them.
Little Rod is gonna call
Be like,
Mary like, hey, it's Lil Rod, and she's gonna be like, who are you?
Hey Slim,
Is this
what
part of the
happened?
process?
No,
what
but
happened?
So to your point though, Charlotte, he did say that, you know, he was excited to be working with Diddy. It's Diddy. And it got to a point where he didn't even get paid. He produced a lot of stuff on the Love album, didn't even get paid for it. So it gave me the gist that he was just excited to be working with the man, the myth, the legend, Puff Daddy,
we
right?
already know all this though. He said that, but all right.
What happened after the shower though? Did they that's how it ended?
He got out. He probably got a towel.
No, what did Raj say happened? How did that story end?
You can't say probably.
How did that session end?
Charlamagne wants to hear after the butt tap.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
How
I
did
feel
the
like
session end?
They say he woke up with, but
that was a
when
different
was
instance.
it? That was a whole.
Yeah, that was a
so
different
he was
instance.
sober that whole time in there.
Yeah, in the shower he was sober. He only alleged being drugged when he woke up with the sex worker. I'm trying to remember what he said.
Did a song get made?
Yeah, they did. There was a Love album, which was great music.
So
by
after
the way.
that shower session, there was a song made. They were
producing music. That's why
what
he
I'm
was
asking.
there. Yes, the Love album came about. He said he wasn't paid for the Love album at all to this day, but the Love album happened, and he worked with Diddy. He was a producer on the Love album. Now there is one other thing that I want to get to as well with this. So Phil Pines, who's an ex-senior executive assistant for Diddy, he worked with Puff from December 2019 to December 2021. He detailed what these parties would be like that they called the King Nights, aka the Freak Offs. Let's take a listen.
Were the Wild King Nights happening at these big star-studded events?
I think there's a difference and a disparity between what people think that they were, meaning that there was hundreds of people engaging in these activities. That wasn't my experience.
How many people would typically be there?
It's a small batch of people.
What would he require for a Wild King Night?
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly, baby oil, and Astroglide were very important. Candles, incense, Apple TVs, electronics, computers, iPads, male libido supplements, stuff like that. Those requests started to become more frequent. They started to occur on a daily basis.
Did he say ass glider or am I hearing things?
Oh, they said a whole bunch.
I thought he said
It's
big
a lot
girl.
of stuff.
You so mad you ain't get invited to that King Night with a bunch of queens?
No, I'm not.
Nah, but he also talked about that he would get a lot of voice notes from Puff, right, during this time, because Puff would be hitting him on the voice note requesting different things. Let's take a listen to that.
Phil, can you come back upstairs to help me set up the red light?
I would get a lot of voice notes from Diddy.
How often?
Daily.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B. I need 10 Adderall. The mushroom capsules, the microdose. You bring that out to me, please?
Jesus!
That's crazy.
Y'all.
Oh my
Goodness.
Cialis,
Never
I had to
beaten
look
the
up
allegations.
Cialis. I didn't know what that was.
It's like Viagra.
Yeah, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
Not really big. It's not.
What was really big?
No, I'm saying that's not. I mean, shrooms, microdosing, all that. Like that just sound like
a regular night in LA.
Not even in LA, down the street in New York, like wherever. Like people do shrooms, people do. I'm just saying,
he really can't stop, won't stop. That's all I get from this. It's just like
it needs to be like
he was
other evidence,
extra
other stuff.
horny all the time.
Yeah,
I think it just
never
depends
seen
on where
somebody
you.
this horny.
I have.
I'm just not that horny.
You ain't never seen nobody that's like what?
No.
You seen somebody that's horny? What was
I'm
it like?
just saying, like y'all don't know people that
I know
that
people like
do
this.
that, like that make calls. Yo, let me get some Cialis. Yo, let me get somebody. Yo,
This
let
is-
me,
to me, this is a normal
different
LA
girl
party.
every day.
Jess, you right, but this is chapter 100. Okay? And every single chapter is freaky, horny.
Yeah.
When was he not freaky and horny? When was he ever off?
But the freaky and horny
He
part
off
is
now.
not against law. He could be as freaky and horny as he wants.
It's
but
where he applied the horny and
It's
the
where-
freaky.
yeah, it's where he applied the horny and freaky.
Because Phil Pines also said that he would do stuff like make them prove their loyalty to him, make them sleep with different people. Like that's a lot when somebody don't want to do something.
What
That's
you mean?
that-
Said what?
Not with like other men, but the executive assistant said that he would make him
He
like
made them
do
walk
things
to
with
Brooklyn
other
for
women.
cheeks. For cheeks. That's what I was told. Made
For
him walk to
cheesecake?
Brooklyn for cheeks.
Oh,
And
gotta
nobody
wrap
decided to walk home, like with that. They went.
you ever been to Puff
They
House in
walked
LA?
there.
That walk is crazy.
Why would you ever ask me that? Have I ever been to Puff House?
She been there.
The parties
She been there.
that was the
Like,
thing.
no, of course not. I've never been
That
there.
walk
but,
is crazy. It's like barely even a highway
But I'm
sometimes.
just saying, everybody's complaining, but he used to make us walk. Why you ain't walk home then?
Because it
Never
might have been
come
hard
back.
to walk after what they experienced. Okay? All right?
You're dumb.
I'm just saying.
I wonder
It's a
why
lot
he
of
would leave.
Astroglide.
I wonder.
That's
Astroglide. I wonder why he would leave them voice notes though, because
That's not Diddy's up to him to decide. You choose that. You could set that's a setting in your phone.
no. No, Diddy had to leave them voice notes.
Yeah, but he thought
like,
he
why
could
would
trust.
you
I know he like, dang, I chose the wrong people.
I'm tired of talking about this. You know why I'm tired of talking about this?
Because you horny.
No, because a lot of this stuff is really funny. And if we ain't going to make no jokes, then everybody just needs to move on. And I know that there's real victims, and I know there's been traumatic things that have happened to people. But some of this stuff is really hilarious, guys.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Really hilarious. All right. Okay. All right.
Well, that's Jess with the mess, Jess.
Thank you.
Could you imagine somebody in the shower and you feel a pat on your ass?
You're not sweating on my edges for me to just look at you in the shower. Like, I'm not going in there. But let's go.
Why you looking at me like that, man?
Did you go to commercial?
Who you giving your donkey to?
For after the hour, we need Georgia Representative Rich McCormick to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right. Donkey today's up next. I hate this place. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club. This is America.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, donkey of the day for Wednesday, January 29th goes to Georgia Representative Rich McCormick. He is a Republican who was on CNN yesterday defending Trump's federal aid freeze on school lunch programs. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I grew up on school lunch programs, okay, during the school year and at summertime. My grandmother was a lunch lady at R.A. Ready Intermediate School in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, dropping the clues bombs for R.A. Ready Intermediate School, okay? So sometimes she would bring those lunches home. And I'm going to tell you something. I remember one kid in 4th grade who was so poor. Mind you, none of us came from any money, but he had it worse than a lot of us. That school lunch program was the only time that young brother used to eat throughout the whole day. And I remember we had an evil, mean-ass teacher named Miss Freeman. That woman used to punish that young man by telling him he couldn't eat lunch. And I'll never forget the pain in that young man's face when she used to do that to him. People are really, really cruel. And that's what we are seeing from folks like Rich McCormick. Okay, not only does he agree with the federal aid freeze on school lunch programs, he says that kids should be working instead of receiving free lunch. Let's go to CNN. Pamela Brown for the report, please.
Would you support getting rid of, school lunch for vulnerable kids and breakfast and Head Start? Do you support that? And what do you say to your constituents?
When you talk about school lunches, hey, I worked my way through high school. I don't know about you, but I worked since I was, before I was even 13 years old. I was picking berries in the field before we had child labor laws that precluded that. I was a paper boy. And when I was in high school, I worked my entire way through. You're telling me that kids who stay at home instead of going to work at Burger King, McDonald's during the summer, should stay at home and get their free lunch instead of going to work? I think we need to have a top-down review.
I think you're painting a lot of these kids with a broad brush. I would say that's not necessarily a fair assessment of all of the kids. So you would say all the kids in your district who use the free lunch, for example, or breakfast, they're all just sitting at home and not working. Okay, I just want to clarify because that seems like what you were trying to insinuate.
This gives us a chance. This gives us a chance, though, to see where is the money really being spent. How many people got their start in fast food restaurants when they were kids versus just giving a blanket rule that gives all kids lunches in high school who are capable of going out and actually getting a job and doing something that makes them have value, thinking about their future instead of thinking about how they're going to sponge off the government.
Okay, you want high school kids to get a job. What about elementary school? What about middle school kids? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something, man, that you already probably know. America does not give a damn about poor people. I mean, they could care less. When I first heard this story, I thought to myself, does Rich McCormick know that there are poor white, kids that he'll be depriving as well? Because, blackness is just my default setting. So I just assume this is happening because of race, because growing up, I was a black kid who benefited from school lunch programs. But no, guys like Rich McCormick don't give a damn about color. They care about, they don't give a damn about race. They don't give a damn about poor people, period. Okay? It's all a matter of class. But I just want to tell folks like Rich McCormick, because the Trump administration is ahead of schedule on ruining the economy, by the way. I want to say something, but they are ahead of schedule. See, I've told y'all before that the economy since World War II does better when it's a Democrat in the White House. And this isn't about party affiliation because I'm an independent. I'm just dealing with facts. There have been 11 recessions in this country. 10 of them have been Republican-led. So I'm already anticipating that for this administration. Say what you want. Democrats create jobs. Democrats at least attempt to expand the middle class and strengthen the economy. Okay, I understand that a lot of folks don't always feel that in their pocket, so it's hard for people to believe that. I get it. But let's be clear. This capitalist society we live in doesn't matter who's in charge. Okay, Republicans and Democrats, because the gap between the haves and have-nots is so wide. Okay, the wealth inequality in this country is so great that what they are currently implementing by attempting to, order this federal spending freeze, you stopping Medicaid, school breakfast lunch programs, Section 8 rental assistance, the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants and kids, farm credits, the VA, the SBA, defense contracts, anything that provides people with financial relief, they trying to put a freeze on. Rich McCormick, if the have-nots, the poor, if they hungry and can't get food, what you think they gonna eat? No. Not your literal ass. I mean figuratively, as in eat the rich. Okay? Let me give you a reminder from the late, great Tupac Shakur on what happens when a country doesn't take care of the least of us.
If I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over just like throwing food around, but they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song was going to change to we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, with civil rights movement. We was asking, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're going to do?
It's only a matter of time, okay? Rich McCormick, this is how I know folks like yourself, y'all don't really believe in Christ. Y'all don't really believe in Christ because Matthew 25:40 talks about taking care of the least of us, all right? Talks about taking care of the least of us. It says, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. This just means that by caring for those who are most vulnerable, are marginalized, you are serving Jesus himself. That's not what you're doing, Rich McCormick. Please give that man the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
now,
indeed.
when we come back, Allison will be joining us. She's from CNN. She was part of the Obama-Biden administration, also the Biden-Harris administration. So we're going to talk to Ashley when we come back. All right, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Allison. Welcome.
Yes.
Hi.
How you feeling this morning?
Well, that's a hard question 9 days into Donald Trump's America, but...
Don't let it stress you out. You can't think about it every day. You got to remember your serenity prayer.
Okay, that's a word. No, I'm good, but it's a lot on my mind right now.
Can we go back a little bit and find out who Allison is and how you jumped into politics? So let's start off from what got you into politics.
I led my first protest when I was in the second grade.
Second grade?
Wow.
What was it over?
Damn.
So I'm lactose intolerant.
Me too.
And most of us are.
Mm-hmm.
Most people in the world are lactose intolerant, so we should change that name. And the nuns at my school used to make us drink the milk.
You went Catholic school?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Catholic, but went to Catholic school.
Most of us did.
Yes. And I used to get sick every day after lunch.
Jesus.
Wow.
Every day. And they used to say it's because I didn't like math. Now, I don't like math. And I'm not good at math.
Right.
But I didn't make myself sick. And so the first was like, let me drink juice at lunch and not. And so it was just like, when something doesn't make sense, do something about it. Change it. Fix it. And then my parents raised me, like, knocking on doors when I was a little kid, canvassing for candidates for city council. And then I just am someone, like, when I see something that is not right, it just agitates my spirit. That's why you're like, don't let it stress you out. Mm-hmm. It's like part of who I am. I cannot see something that is wrong and not say something. And I feel like Obama came through and I was like, oh, how do you work on a campaign? I was teaching at Boys and Girls High School, actually, at the time when Obama ran for president. Mm-hmm. And my students were like engaged by him in a way I had never seen, and I was like, I want to work on his campaign, and it was kind of like all she wrote.
Do you think we'll ever see that again? Do you ever think we'll see because he's a once in a lifetime
He is
generational
a once in a
talent.
lifetime generation leader, and so is Donald Trump.
He is. That's a fact. I've only seen 3 in my lifetime like that: Clinton, Obama, and Trump.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if we need a once in a lifetime generational leader. I just think we need good leaders.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the celebrity of it all is part of the problem. Is like, I want somebody who cares about the quality of everybody's life and wants everybody's life to be better. I don't need you to be a reality show star. I don't need you to be super famous. I don't even need to really want to have dinner with you, quite honestly.
Yeah.
I just need you to know what you're doing and want to help people and get this country in a better place. So probably not.
Yeah.
I know you said that stress is a big part of your job, and you don't mind. You don't care. You're going to keep telling the truth, because that's your job to do that. But have you ever had a tipping point like, all right, yo, I'm not about to be doing this no more? Like, throw in the towel type.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm a big yogi. I've been doing yoga for 25 years. So I'm always breathing. I'm always staying grounded, connected, like feet on the ground, making sure you're not going to catch me off my balance. The thing about why this moment I'm okay with it is because 8 years ago, the first time he got elected, it almost took me out. I was leaving the White House. The relationship I was in ended. I felt like my whole identity, I closed the White House down, right? I had no job. My money was real funny because, we don't make a lot of money in the government. And I was like, what do I do? And for 6 months, I was just kind of like, I was in a depression. I almost hit rock bottom. And every day since then, I was in therapy. I did a lot of the self-work. I got my practices back together. And every day since then, I've been building for this moment. So I'm not going to get to the point where I can't do this anymore, because I'm never going to let somebody else take that much power away from me.
Did your ex vote for Trump?
I don't know. I don't talk to my mom is listening, so I can't say what I was about to say. But
I'm talking to that mom.
Exactly.
Listen, you said something that's very interesting about democracy, right? And I agree with everything you said. But I was watching Jon Stewart last night, and he presented a good point. He said that the thing that we need to remember about Trump is this is democracy, because he was voted in.
Yeah.
And he has control of all branches of government now.
Yeah.
So the things he's doing, we may not like it, but under the Constitution, he has the right to do it.
Well, not all things.
Okay.
The Constitution still exists for a reason, right? So you can sign an executive order, but democracy, we still have 3 branches of our government, right? So you can sign an executive order, and the courts are actually supposed to be a checks and balances, right? So if it goes all the way up to the Supreme Court and the court says no, Donald Trump can't then just override it, right?
That's his too.
Well, that's the problem, right? That's the problem is that we were supposed to have all these checks and balances. I think the thing that's on the front of my mind is this 14th Amendment around birthright citizenship. And I'm like, y'all better wake up, because this is not about birthright citizenship. This is about being able to discriminate against all of us because of equal protection.
Break that down.
Okay. So I think almost every legal scholar, except for the 5 that Donald Trump is going to find to bring this case, have said that birthright citizenship is in the Constitution and it's not a thing. But he still, on day 1, signed an executive order. He even said in his interview behind the Resolute desk that, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it out. So he's trying to press the levers of democracy to see. But the 14th Amendment also is the amendment that prevents from you to be able to be discriminated. It gives all rights to Americans in this country. So black, brown, women, straight, gay, and it's bigger than just birthright citizenship. And so because immigration is such a big topic right now, they are introducing the fight through that lens as a foil, almost, as a distraction, so that you focus on that and not on really what they're doing. And if you take one piece of the Constitution away, then it starts again 1,000 little cuts. It's a cut, and so they're trying to knock it down. So that's why I'm like, don't get distracted, y'all. Don't be in despair. Pay attention. 8 years ago was when Stay Woke. We made it the thing that people said again, and then they turned it on us. It's no, wake up. It's like Spike Lee when it's wake up. It's this is happening in front of our face. And now is not the time to sit on the couch and be like, not my fight.
School me on this too, because they're saying that his plan to end birthright citizenship is like Dred Scott too. Do you think so?
Well, I think I don't know. I haven't heard people articulate that argument, so I want to hear a little bit more. Again, I don't like to just say something because to sound like the smartest person in the room. But
there was an article in the New York Times.
Okay, I think that the question is that a lot of people, birthright citizenship, they said it was brought through to give black and enslaved people the right of citizenship, but it's not just about black people; it's about all people. Again, I think that every legal scholar, Republican, conservative, even Scalia, most of his clerks, most of the people who are Scaliaites are and Scalia is one of the most conservative Supreme Court justices we've ever had, say that it shouldn't be able to pass a legal muster. I don't even know if the Supreme Court will hear the case, but we will find out. But again, that's the distraction over there because today he just stopped federal funding on programs like SNAP. He rolled out that federal funding and grants need to be halted. Now, that means monies that go to cancer nonprofits, all nonprofits, veteran services. And so, again, it happens in the middle of the night, stop. Now, today, watch, you're going to do some wild stuff.
To distract everybody.
To distract
from that.
everybody.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the distraction. Focus on the trick they're trying to play on you. So right now, people are looking at lawsuits, looking at litigation that they can file to halt this. I woke up to a text from my cousin who literally just had a baby yesterday. And she was like, Section 8, my SNAP benefits. She runs a real estate thing. And she's like, my tenants are Section 8. Are they going to be able to pay? Am I going to be able to? This is real life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on CNN, but that's my first cousin that I'm talking about here that is like, what's happening? And truth be told, a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump are going to now face that consequence as well. He is a master performer and executor of a show. And he is putting on a show right now. But I want to see the credits.
All right, we got more with Ashley Allison from CNN when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Ashley Allison from CNN. Now, we always talk about the problems, but what are the solutions? What can people do to try to stop this or to try to curve it? Like, what can people do? Because a lot of people listening and be like, we know the problems.
Yeah.
We know we got to deal with the next 4 years. We see it happen in the last 8-9 days. But what can we do to stop it? What's the solution?
Yeah, I think being in community is the most important thing, right? Like sitting by yourself and spiraling and doom scrolling. One of the things the coolest thing that is happening right now, y'all following Hillman Talk on TikTok? Okay. So this is why I love black women. Like, we the 92% supposed to be sitting down chilling, and we done created a whole HBCU online on TikTok in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
So a black professor, she put a video out about African American Studies class for her 36 students. It is now a place where 20 plus PhDs, all black folks teaching African American Studies, teaching the art of resistance, teaching economic power. That's self-organizing, right? I think right now one of the things our people have been through many, many things. And one of the best things you can do right now is to educate yourself on how to sustain oppression.
You're saying Dr. Barlow.
Dr. Barlow, yes,
Barlow.
yes. And so they're educating us on forms of resistance. So you don't just sit and say like, well, how did the civil rights movement survive? How did we get the Civil Rights Act? Like, that did not happen overnight. We tell that, a lot of times our country tells that during Black History Month, if they even tell that story. That was like a 15-year struggle just to get that one piece of legislation. So find yourself in community and educate yourself. I'm not going to take a stance on the boycotts right now, but I do think our economic collective buying power is very important. There's a lot of conversation about boycotting companies who are getting rid of DEI. I think boycotts are hard, but boycotts can be used strategically. And if we as a community really put some strategy behind it, it could be effective while we're still helping black businesses and entrepreneurs thrive. And then I think we got to have some tough conversations, y'all.
Can Trump go for a third term, and how could he make that happen?
No, and he is
turned. He
is termed out. I'm gonna. Everything has context. Everything has context. There is the 22nd Amendment of the Constitution. There's currently a piece of legislation that has been introduced that would allow any president to run for a third term. Now, you said, how do we make sure these things don't become law? Well, you can amend the Constitution. It is extremely hard to amend the Constitution. I think you need.
Not when you got that political white supremacist will.
Right. So when you talk about how do you make sure these things don't become law, that's what I'm talking. Like that should never even see the light of day. Now, truth be told, if Trump can run for a third term, so can Obama, so can Clinton, so can all the other presidents that are alive that they will. But currently now in the Constitution, Trump could not run for a third term.
But the problem with that is they're not going to use that power when they get it. That's what pisses me off about Democrats. That's why I stay on Democrats' neck. They're not going to use the power even if they get it. They want to do everything. They want all these political norms when things have not been politically normal since 2016.
I agree. We are in a new normal, and we have to recalibrate to that new normal. Like, we are not operating. That's why when, my famous line is, when they go low, I match energy. Like, I'm not, that's my thing. Like, I don't stay high.
Are you mad Michelle hasn't said anything yet? Because the reason I say that is because Michelle kind of set the tone, right? When she said, when they go low, we go high. But then she decided to not even go at all. Not to the funeral, not to the inauguration.
Right. I think she's sometimes actions speak louder than words.
That's
true.
true.
You feel like Obama should have sat out of the inauguration? Or at least not have been cracking jokes behind comments.
I was like, what is happening? I understand why he went.
I don't.
I know you don't.
To the inauguration?
Yeah. But I will say, I don't think I would have been there. But that's why I'll probably never run for office, because I match energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how I rock. I understand why Democrats felt like it was important to go. Here's what I will say. I think that because they went, you can't just then disappear. You have to provide context to people who you were ringing the 5-alarm fire to about why you went. Because I think, you have a massive platform, right? And so you do stay on Democrats. I think you also stay on Republicans. And I think, though, sometimes people, how social media works. People take a clip and flip it and put it out there.
Oh, we've seen it in a bunch of Trump commercials.
Yeah, right?
Them too.
Right?
Yeah,
them too.
And so you always just want to make sure people can't use your words against you. People can't use your actions against you, particularly when you're the first, like a President Obama. So I think that you probably will hear more from him about why he felt it was important for him to show up and be the bigger person. But I think you also then have to still hold Trump accountable. Like, I would not be up there kikiing with Donald Trump, though. I don't know what they were saying.
Even if I was just sitting there chilling.
I don't know what they were saying, but I got questions, sir.
Yeah.
What stories do you want to tell with Watering Hole Media that you're the CEO of?
Oh, yeah, I actually started in 2009 during Obama because I saw this wave of social media. I want to give people and democratize microphones. There are a lot of creators out there who do amazing things. I restarted Watering Hole after the infamous Montgomery uprising with the folding chair, right?
Oh.
And I'll tell this story. In 24 hours, I saw the trajectory of that story change. In the morning, I saw news media outlets starting to cover it with a tint of vigilantism and whatnot. And I saw Black Twitter activate, the creators activate, and we turned a moment that could have been very dangerous for Black people and a really sad outcome. We brought joy to it. We brought a strong political analysis to it. And by the end of that night, the story was being told. So I'm saying, how do I find those talented people and give them a platform, give them money to do that? That, I think, is how we make sure some things like that don't become laws, because we have good messengers, we have good storytellers. I want to go at politics not through like, well, your SNAP benefits and it's like, no, let's talk about how it really is impacting you and get you to be more engaged. So I think there's a lot of opportunity. I think Republicans did it really, really well. Everyone's like, we need our own Joe Rogan. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We actually don't. We need to empower people who know how to connect with real people and tell real stories and empower them just to do it. That's what we're doing there.
And Joe Rogan exists. Just go on Joe Rogan.
Right.
It's not like Joe Rogan doesn't want people from the
don't
left
try
home.
and copy. Don't be a copycat. Be an original. Like, just find out who you are, and we got you.
Please no.
I know.
We got the Black Mothership. That's what we call the Breakfast Club, the Black Mothership. Come to the Black Mothership. Thank you for coming, Ashley.
Yes,
Thank you for
Ashley,
having me.
Allison, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
we appreciate you.
me.
You on
can
tonight?
check her on CNN. What time?
I am 10 p.m.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's the Breakfast Club. It's Ashley Allison.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lines,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, Lauren. So Jim Jones was in Tokyo?
Yep.
What was he doing?
He in Tokyo with Kanye or Ye and Justin LeBoy, and he's trying some new things out there.
Okay.
Let's take a listen. No, okay.
Jim Jones.
I ain't smoking 5 days. I've been around here bouncing like a kid, like I'm in high school. I definitely got that high school feeling. My body will feel this pure in a minute. I was in the club dancing last night for like 45 minutes straight, sweating. I'm out.
Yeah, so this is, this happened after all of the Kim and Jim stuff that we had talked about, and he went out there with Ye, and he sat down with Justin LeBoy to do the interview or whatever. But I mean, first of all, I want to know what dances he was doing for 45 minutes. That's number one. I can't imagine him dancing.
Harlem, they only do 2-step.
Okay, because he don't give me like it's not the rocket hips on TikTok. It's not
he
that.
Wasn't rocking, he wasn't Harlem shaking.
Absolutely.
I'm sure all he did was the 2-step.
I would like to see what type of fashion collaboration come from Jim Jones and Ye, though.
We are on our way to that. So Jim actually, he announced while he was there prior to this video that he had been on the street while he was in New York, and he was talking about like people having this like Aki gear or whatever, and he picked it up and he talked about it. But he basically said like now he's going to make it like a brand of his own. And while he was in Tokyo with Ye, he talked a lot about like being a student. So he posted a caption. There's a photo of Justin. Dang, I forgot the photo in the other room. There's a photo of Justin LeBoy, Kanye, and Jim Jones, and Jim captioned it, "We out here playing bully ball. Only shot you don't make is a shot you don't take." So y'all know Kanye has a new project called Bully coming, so they're working on that. But he says that he's actually a student, and he's been a student for the past couple days that he's been out there with Kanye. He learned so much about different characters and just a bunch of different stuff. But there's a ton of clothing laying on the floor. Kanye is wearing a Dipset belt, which is merch as well. So I'm assuming that they did have a conversation about merch, because Jim did announce that he's going to be doing something officially when it comes to like some sort of merch as well too. So I'm sure he's taking all that in, because Gigi just brought Kanye back. You know what I mean? So
that and music too, because I know Jim is working on his album, so I'm sure that he's doing production out there as well. I'm sure.
He said that Kanye's album was crazy. He told people don't drop, because if y'all drop at the same time as Kanye, it's going to be a big problem. So I'm assuming he's going to be on Bully as well too. And he said that Ye is back to the real Billy Goat, pun intended.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so moving on, Bronny James. So LeBron James' son, Bronny James, got some smoke recently. People weren't impressed. They brought him up from the G League. He played with the Lakers against the Sixers. And the Lakers lost. They lost.
And this was the game last night, right?
Yes.
Bronny seemed like he was just a little nervous, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like he a little nervous. That's what I get from him, because certain plays where you expecting him to like go in and do something crazy, he don't take it. He look like he want to, but he don't want to take it. He play like he a little nervous, a little intimidated.
I think though, for Bronny to be LeBron James' son, of course we always talk about this like platform and the stage that people put him on. But because he's also still been playing in the G League at the same time, it brings the conversation up of should he stay in the G League or should he get those shots to get on the NBA floor? Let's take a listen to JJ Redick and what he said after the game about Bronny.
Just felt like on a back-to-back, just him giving us energy, I think, was the goal. I maybe put him in a tough spot, flying up yesterday and nationally televised game and Philly, all that stuff. It's, he didn't play well, but he's been playing great, in the stay-ready games, and he's been playing great in the G. So I have confidence in him, but obviously didn't provide that at a high level.
Yeah, Bronny James isn't ready for the NBA right now, and everybody knew that when he got drafted. We just loved the story.
Right.
We loved that Bron was able to make that happen for his child, but he'll be
able to play with his son.
But he'll develop over time.
But the G League is there for him to get his reps in, so he could get his games in, and he's been doing amazing in the G League. So that's what usually happens when you do good in the G League. They pull you up when they need you, and he just got to show and prove. He had a bad game. People have bad games. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He gets cooked in there.
Yeah, he played 15 minutes and then scored no points. I think they also had him up against some people that, you know what I mean?
He gets cooked in the NBA. That's fine. It's okay. He's young. He's developing. He gets cooked in the NBA.
Who they had him with? Was it Tyrese Maxey? Yeah, Tyrese Maxey. That wasn't a good joint. That wasn't not a good situation for him at all.
He'd be all right.
Yeah, he will be all right, but
he'll be all right with or without the basketball.
Exactly, I was about to say, but he don't got to do none of this, honestly, and he still be fine.
Dream fulfilled already.
Yeah, but he want to play though.
I was very sad.
He want to play. He want to play. He does play, but it's like So this is your son coming off the court. If you LeBron, what advice do you? He played, but he didn't even score no points.
I tell my son, keep working. Y'all tell him, keep God first, stay humble, and keep working. But the dream has been fulfilled.
The fact that he's averaging 20-something points in the G League. The G League ain't no
he's
lanes.
Real good in the G League.
The G League's are kids that's trying to get into the league, so they're playing hard. So the fact that he's balling in the G League, he'll be all right.
He scored a season high of 31 points in that G League game.
He plays hard when he's in the NBA game. He just gets cooked. It's okay. He's playing against Tyrese Maxey.
Him getting his stripes in. His reps up. Well,
he's all right. He's scared though. He's a little intimidated. Y'all gonna see. Y'all just gotta be honest.
And players gonna be going at his ass too because they want to prove something too.
100%.
So he get a little bit of that.
Yeah, he gonna have to go through all them bumps and bruises. Well, speaking of games, Super Bowl real quick. The Super Bowl dropped. Not the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Don Julio and Popeyes had this collaboration that they teased.
Don Julio and Popeyes.
Exactly, and that's what the people were saying. Like, what is about to come? And it's gonna be real N-word.
Zeus activity.
Exactly. So they finally released what the collab was going to be. So it's a championship lineup. They have reposado flavored Louisiana garlic wings. They have a spicy strawberry hibiscus flavored lemonade mocktail. They have reposado flavored concha roll chicken sandwich. There's no Don Julio in none of this. There's no real drinks.
This sounds suspicious.
This sounds crazy.
I don't like this in my neighborhood.
It's for the Super Bowl, and Popeyes is a Louisiana thing, so they're leaning in right there. But I just feel like there should have been some drinks somewhere. Like, I don't get it.
I'm stopping and frisking this whole campaign.
Why?
It's great. Popeyes and tequila sounds wild.
No, Popeyes and Don Julio.
In the bathroom.
That sounds wild.
Well, I mean, if you are in Louisiana and you celebrating the Super Bowl,
what DEI hire created this campaign?
They put it in limited edition menus in select U.S. restaurants, and it's landed in NOLA, the home of Popeyes for football's biggest games. So Taylor Swift and Popeyes.
I would love to see what Popeyes they have it in.
I gotta see.
Definitely the hood.
Because I'm going down there. I got a show the day before the
Super Bowl,
and I'm going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, so
you gonna be outside?
I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna stop at the Popeyes.
I guarantee you, whatever Popeyes is doing, that ice is running up in. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. Get your request, and it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a salute from CNN, Ashley Allison, for joining us this morning.
Salute to Ashley Allison, man. You can check her out on CNN. I watch her a lot when she's on Abby Phillips' show at night at 10 p.m. Debating with some conservative.
All right.
So always interesting conversation.
Yep, she was part of the she was also part of the Obama-Biden administration and the Biden-Harris campaign senior staffer. So, salute to her. All right, when we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. I just want to tell everybody, too, man, thank you for always pulling up to Crystal in Orangeburg, South Carolina, man. We really appreciate, all the support. And I got more Crystal. Me and my wife got more Crystal franchises opening up in the beautiful state of South Carolina. But the Crystal in Orangeburg has been doing very, very well. So thank you to everybody who's been pulling up. 1486 Chestnut Street, Orangeburg, South Carolina. We are open 24 hours a day. I know y'all probably in line right now getting that good breakfast, man. So thank you very much. And the positive note is simply this: if you are there always for others, then in your time of need, somebody will be there for you. I want to repeat that, okay? If you are there always for others, in your time of need, someone will be there for you. I ain't saying it's the person that you're there for, okay? I'm just saying that somebody will be there for you. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?